Hi everyone, today I'm trying out the Holbein Acryla gouache. It's an acrylic gouache and I wanted to compare it with the Turner Acryl gouache, which is also an acrylic gouache. And to do so, I again used a little PBO canvas panel to paint an animal. So I propped up my canvas and I started sketching a panda. And then I got started with my two colors, the black and the white. Right away when I put the paint on the palette, I saw a difference. The Holbein Acryla gouache is a lot more liquid, and so actually so much so that sometimes when I uncap the tube, I only have to tilt the tube for the paint to come out. I'm not gonna say it's liquid, but it's kind of the consistency of thick liquid butter. It's hard to describe, or maybe like thick cream. So it's very easy to apply, it's nice and creamy, but it's a little bit, at least the white, requires several layers because it's not as thick as the Turner gouache. And another thing that I noticed is that it doesn't dry as fast as the Turner acrylic gouache. And it's probably because it's more wet to start with. The Turner gouache is a little pastier. Not by much, but you can't use it as well right off the tube. It won't be as creamy and it's much better to use it with a bit of water. So the Holbein Acrylic gouache feels more like regular gouache when you use it. But once it's dry, it doesn't move anymore. The painting dried very matte, almost velvety actually. It's a different texture than the regular gouache and the Turner acrylic gouache. It also takes several days to really dry 100%. So make sure that if you're gonna put some wax to protect it or anything on it, make sure it's completely dry first. It might feel dry to the touch, but I think you can still re-wet it a little bit. So this painting was a little trickier to do because the paint was more liquid. And so I had to add more layers to make sure my layers ended up being opaque in the end. Also because I didn't finish it in one sitting, I put the paint in a stay wet palette and it did stay wet. In fact, they got even more liquid. So it was a bit harder to use later on because it felt like it was less opaque, or the paint felt more diluted. But I also tried the paint on a regular ceramic palette and it dries really fast on that. So maybe next time I'll make sure I use less water in my palette and I'll try to finish my painting faster. When I was done painting the panda, I wanted to add a little bit of a background, but not a blue sky like I did with the other paintings. So I decided to add some leaves and bamboos in the background. I'm going to have to try those two paints side by side on paper and see how they compare and see which one I prefer. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.